Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Bus with me, Deepika, and coming up in the next half an hour. New Zealand bowled out for 235 on the opening day of the third and final test against India at Mumbai's Wankhede Stadium. 4 Indian shuttlers in fray to secure semi-final spot at badminton's Hylo Open. Liverpool, Man City, Bournemouth and Top Guns gear up for action-packed weekend as English Premier League returns to action this weekend. First, let's begin with cricket. New Zealand were bowled out for 235 on the opening day of the third and final test against India in Mumbai. Daryl Mitchell put on the fight for New Zealand with a solid 82 with support from Will Young, who scored 71. However, other batters failed to play promising knocks. Ravindra Jadea took 5 for 65 for the hosts, while Washington Sundar picked up 4 for 81. In the process, Ravindra Jadea surpassed Ishant Sharma and Zaheer Khan in the list of Indian bowlers with most number of test wickets. Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal started the proceedings for India against New Zealand in the third test now. Talking about Jadea, Ravindra Jadea went past Ishant Sharma to become the 5th highest wicket taker for India in Test cricket during day 1 of the ongoing Test series against New Zealand as Jadea scalped 14th fifer in Test cricket. In the process, he also surpassed both Zaheer Khan and Ishant Sharma, who held 311 wickets each, to reach this position with a tally of 312 wickets. The record-breaking wickets came in style as Jadea dismissed Glenn Phillips with a well-executed delivery that darted in with the arm, leaving the batter completely beaten. He had earlier removed Tom Blundell and Will Young, displaying his versatility on a pitch offering variable turn. With 312 wickets, Jadea now stands just behind Harbhajan Singh, who claimed 417 wickets across 103 Test matches. More in cricket, the West Indies cruised to an 8-wicket victory over an experimental England side in Antigua on Thursday in the rain-affected opener of their one-day international series. West Indies bowlers break England's rookie lineup as they managed to score 209 runs before all out from their innings. The hosts made a fine start to their reply before Rain Teeley gave them a new target via the TLS method, one they strolled to with 9 overs to spare. Their pursuit was made easier and thanks to a big-hitting 94 from Evan Lewis. England get the chance to redeem themselves at the same Sir Vivian Richards Stadium on Saturday before the third and final ODI of the series that is all set to take place in Barbados next Wednesday. An Australian men's cricket team will tour Sri Lanka for a 2-match test series as well as one-off ODI during January-February next year, the Sri Lankan Cricket Board announced on Friday. The test series will be a part of the current World Test Championship cycle. Both the tests will be played at the Galle International Cricket Stadium. The first match will begin on the 29th of January, while the second one will begin on the 6th of February. The one-off ODI will be held on the 13th of February, with the venue yet to be confirmed for that. Both Australia and Sri Lanka have a test series each prior to the next year's duel. Australia is set to host India for a 5-match test series from the 22nd of November till the 7th of January, while the Sri Lanka visit will against South Africa for a 2-match series from the 27th of November till the 9th of December. The final of the World Test Championship will be held at Lord's from the 11th till the 15th of June. And the fast bowling duo of Chiral Coetzee and Marco Jansen were both included in South Africa's squad for the 4-match T20 series against India. The series is scheduled to take place from the 8th of November and it will go on till the 15th of it. The pair returns after injury layoffs, while Henry Klassen, Keshav Maharaj and David Miller were also included in the 16-member squad. Top bowler Kagiso Rabada has been rested for the series along with Lungi Nigiri, as South Africa is currently looking ahead to the 2-match test series against Sri Lanka that begins later in the month of November. The T20 matches against India starts on the 8th of November with matches in Port Elizabeth on the 10th of November, Pretoria on 13th of November and Johannesburg on the 15th of November. In women's cricket, the White Ferns received a warm welcome at Christchurch Airport on Friday as they came back winning New Zealand's first ever T20 Cricket World Cup trophy at T20 Women's Cricket World Cup 2024. Here's more. Returned home after registering historic victory at the recently concluded ICC Women's T20 Cricket World Cup 2024. On their arrival, the White Ferns received a warm welcome from friends, family and fans when they landed at Christchurch Airport on Friday with the T20 Cricket World Cup trophy proudly on display. Several enthusiastic fans also greeted the players with their autographs in strong demand. On the 17th of October, New Zealand created history by defeating South Africa in the final of the Women's T20 Cricket World Cup 2024. Their 32-run victory ensured New Zealand had a first-ever T20 Cricket World Cup trophy in men's or women's cricket. In the final, the Kiwis were led to a competitive total of 158 for a loss of 5 wickets after being asked to bat, with Melia Kerr and Brooke Holiday top scoring. Kerr then started with the ball along with Rosemary as wheels came off the Proteas chase. Kerr was the star of the Kiwi T20 Cricket World Cup campaign and also secured Player of the Tournament honours for her 135 runs and 15 wickets at the event. New Zealand's win was the perfect send-off for Sophie Devine, who was captaining the White Ferns in the format for a final time. Sports Desk, DD India. Ewan Lewis smashed a scintillating 94 as the West Indies routed England by 8 wickets in a rain-hit one-day international encounter. After dismissing England for just 209, the West Indies raced to 81 for nil in 15 overs when rain brought a lengthy delay. They set an adjusted target of 157 from 35 overs, and the 32-year-old Lewis hit England's attack to all parts of the ground, making his runs of just 69 balls. While put into bat, England, who featured 4 ODI debutants, were bowled out for 209 in the 46th over. Captain Liam Livingstone led the way with 48 from 49 balls. England get the chance to redeem themselves on Saturday before the third and final ODI of the series that takes place on Wednesday. Now talking about English cricket, England's white ball captain Jos Buttler joined Test skipper Ben Stokes in extending his central contract with the England Cricket Board. Well, a total of 29 players got the central contracts that included 7 two-year contracts, 19 annual contracts and 3 development contracts. England Test captain Ben Stokes and white ball captain Jos Buttler have been awarded with a 2-year deal. Managing Director of England's men's cricket, Robert Key, stated that these contracts reward the players who play a key role in team success and also showcase the commitment of all the players to prioritise playing for their country. And now, as the deadline for the retention of players ended on Thursday, all the franchisees revealed the name of retained players ahead of IPL's mega auction. Our next report gets you a quick look at the list of retained players. Take a look.
The stage is set for a high-profile mega auction in the end of November after all the 10 IPL franchisees released the list of their retained players on Thursday. Delhi Capitals officially ended their 9-year association with swashbuckling keeper batter Rishabh Pant, while picking Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Tristan Stubbs and Abhishek Porel. Mumbai Indians have retained all 5 of their star players, including Hardik Pandya, Rohit Sharma, Suryakumar Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah and NT Tilak Verma, and has also decided to keep Hardik Pandya as the captain. Chennai Super Kings has decided to retain MS Dhoni as uncapped player and also keep hold of captain Rituraj Gaikwad and Ravindra Jadeja, Mathisa Pathirana and Shivam Dubey. 2024 champions Kolkata Knight Riders decided to keep hold of Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell, Rinku Singh, Varun Chakravarti, Harshit Rana and Ramandeep Singh. Sunrisers Hyderabad decided to retain their star-studded core of Henrich Klaasen, Pat Cummins, Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma and Nitish Kumar Reddy. Royal Challengers Bangalore decided to retain Virat Kohli, with Rajat Patidar being brought back. RCB also retained Yash Dayal for 5 crore Indian rupees. Gujarat Titans have placed T20 bowler Rashid Khan, white ball vice captain Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, Rahul Tewatia and Shah Rukh Khan in their retention list. Lucknow Super Giants have placed a hefty bet on Nicholas Puran for retaining him. LSG also retained Ravi Vishnoi, Mayank Yadav, Mohsin Khan and Ayush Badoni. Punjab Kings has also chosen to retain only two uncapped players, keeper opener Prabhsimran Singh and power finisher Shashank Singh, leaving the rest of the squad open to a complete overhaul. Rajasthan Royals have embraced a new lineup focus, retaining the homegrown talent like Sanju Samson, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel, Simran Hetmyer and Sandeep Sharma.
Moving on now, let's get you all the latest from the world of badminton. Indian teenage shuttler Rakshita Sri Santosh Ramraj pulled off a stunning victory against world number 25 Kirsty Gilmer to march into the quarter-final round of the ongoing Hylo Open in Germany. The 17-year-old Rakshita eliminated the tournament's second seed in the straight sets by 21-14, 21-12 in women's singles pre-quarter-final round. She will take on 8th seed Julie de Waal Jacobson of Denmark in the quarter-final round. Other than Rakshita, Malvika Bansod, Ayush Shetty and Satish Kumar Karunakaran also advanced into the last 8 in their respective categories, capping a splendid day for the Indians at the event. Well, Malvika defeated Irina Armali Anderson of Denmark by 21-13, 21-16 in women's singles pre-quarter-final round. Malvika Bansod will next face 4th-seeded Nguyen Theo Lin of Vietnam in her last 8 fixture. In the men's singles category, Shetty cruised past Giovanni Tohi of Italy by 21-13, 21-9, while 7th-seed Satish Kumar defeated Harry Wong of England by 21-12, 21-15. Satish Kumar will face Christopher Popov of France, while Ayush will be up against Carl Klohen of Finland. Moving on now, let's get you all the latest from the world of soccer. Sporting coach Ruben Amorim refused to discuss Manchester United's approach for him to replace Erik ten Hag. Amorim said he was only focused on the Portuguese side's next league match. He's expected to be announced as United's permanent manager, but he may only take the charge after November's international break. However, the 39-year-old did not offer any hint of a move to the Premier League club so that his squad is not distracted as they look to extend their perfect start to the league season when they play Estrela de Amadora on the 1st of November. Amorim said reports of his impending departure from the club had left his players anxious, which is why he does not want to discuss any potential move.
I know you all have traveled to talk about the possible move to Manchester United, and that's natural. But we will leave that until the end of the game. I will talk about all these issues after the game. Right now, I want the team to focus, and me as well, on the match, which is the most important thing. And I promise after the match, I will talk about it and everything will be clear. It is just that by talking now, it will destabilize the squad further. So right now, I'm focused on the match and I will respond to those questions later.
An update on Saudi Pro League now, with their top goal scorer Karim Benzema was sidelined due to a muscle injury, whereas Al Ittihad claimed a 1-0 victory at home against Al Ahly in the Saudi Pro League. Saudi striker Saleh Al Shehri stepped up to score the game's only goal just before half-time. Former Barcelona and Milan midfielder Frank Kessie found the back of the net for the visitors in the second half, but the goal was ruled out due to offside. With this victory, second place Al Ittihad draw level on 24 points with Al Hilal, who remain top of the league on goal difference, while Al Ahly sit on the 8th spot with 11 points in their kitty. Now, Real Madrid have announced to donate €1 million to help the victims of the deadly floods in Valencian region of Spain. The donation is part of a fundraising campaign launched by the Real Madrid Foundation and the Red Cross Society to provide support to those impacted by the storm. Meanwhile, the Spanish Football Federation said all soccer matches scheduled to be played in the Valencian region this weekend have been postponed. The Saturday's clash between Real Madrid and Valencia, as well as Villarreal versus Rayo Vallecano, are among the games which have been postponed. Now, Ruud van Nistelrooy is well aware that his interim manager stint at Manchester United will be a short one. But the Dutchman said that he expected to be in charge of the team till Premier League clash with Chelsea this weekend at home. The temporary coach got off to a winning start with a 5-2 League Cup quarter-final victory over visitors Leicester City. Former striker Van Nistelrooy has taken up the coach role after the sacking of Erik ten Hag. Sporting coach Ruben Amorim is widely expected to be installed as the manager very soon. But United finished a disappointing 8th last season and 4 losses in the opening 9 league games that led to Hag's downfall.
I'm guessing that too. So yes, as I said, it's going to be a short job as an interim. That was communicated very clear, and I was happy with that. I felt that I was called upon to help the club forward in this situation, and obviously it was difficult, you know, that Eric had to leave. I was very disappointed, obviously with mixed feelings, but after that you have to switch and the mindset to win, because in the end 75,000 people waiting and celebrating and millions watching at home. So I think that's what we try to do, and same for Sunday at least, and then after that we'll see.
Now, English Premier League returns to action this weekend with big matches lined up ahead. The soccer encounters will be crucial as they would set the pace for the team as the year comes close to its end. Here we take a look at some interesting clashes to watch out for.
English Premier League is all set to return to action this weekend, with much at stake for big guns who want to continue their winning streak at the event. To begin with, Arsenal is all set to take on Newcastle at St James Park. And 2 wins from 5, with 9 goals conceded in that time, as many as in the previous 19 combined, is a cause for mild alarm as Arsenal slipped to 5 points behind leaders Manchester City. Another great match would be Liverpool versus Brighton, and it certainly wasn't quite the controlled Liverpool we saw in previous matches. On the other hand, Brighton and Hove Albion are the agents of chaos. There have been 28 goals in Brighton league matches this season, which means an average of 3.1 per match. Ipswich versus Leicester City. For all the praise Ipswich Town have received for their competitiveness in Premier League encounters, there comes a time when a winless start begins to affect their morale. Matches against fellow promoted sides are practically must-wins, and Ipswich, who drew 1-1 at Southampton last month, simply have to win this one. Bournemouth versus Man City. Bournemouth are yet to win any of their 20 league matches against Man City, which is the most one side have faced another without ever winning in English Football League history. Indeed, Man City have won all of their 14 Premier League encounters against Bournemouth by an aggregate score, which includes a 6-1 and 1-0 success against Antonio Irola's side last season. Now, as the season enters a hectic phase of league games, cup games and European games coming thick and fast, this could be the phase that defines where teams are going to end up in the new year. Sports Desk, DD India.
Now, an update on Ipswich. Former Ipswich Town striker Trevor Mark has died at the age of 74 following a battle with Alzheimer's disease. Mark played under Sir Bobby Robson during one of the club's most successful eras in the 1970s and scored 104 goals in 335 appearances. The former England international also played for Grimsby Town, Southend United, Colchester United and Peterborough United. One of his career highlights was scoring 4 goals in a victory against Lazio in the UEFA Cup. He earned his cap for England runner Ron Greenford in 1977 as a substitute against Luxembourg in a World Cup qualifier. Time to take a short break, but still to come on DD India Sports Buzz. All the latest action from ongoing Paris Masters tennis tournament. And India's Anish Sarkar becomes youngest rated player at the age of 3 years, 8 months and 19 days in latest FIDE rankings.
geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Sports Pass with me, Deepika. Now, an update from the world of chess. India's Anish Sarkar has become the youngest ever FIDE rated chess player at the age of 3 years, 8 months and 19 days. Anish Sarkar, born on the 26th of January in 2021, became the youngest ever FIDE rated player after competing in West Bengal State Under-9 Open and West Bengal State Under-13 Open in the month of October. Anish Sarkar currently has a FIDE rating of 1,555 in the November 2024 list. Anish's name was not there initially in the 15-player list. However, one of the players became absent and the organizers decided to put Anish Sarkar's name as a substitute. Anish Sarkar surpassed Tejas Tiwari to achieve this feat, who became the youngest FIDE rated player at the age of 5 in 2023. On to tennis, home hopeful Ugo Humbert dumped world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz out of the Paris Masters in the round of 16 with a 6-1, 3-6, 7-5 upset. Humbert got off to a blistering start, breaking Alcaraz twice to secure a 5-0 lead before wrapping up the first set in just 26 minutes. The 4-time Grand Slam winner Alcaraz grew into the game, fighting back to take the second set. Humbert held his nerve in a tense third set, breaking Alcaraz on match point to seal a stunning victory and advance to the quarter-final round, where he will meet Jordan Thompson of Australia. Meanwhile, Alex de Minaur ended British number 1 Jack Draper's 7-match winning streak with a 5-7, 6-2, 6-3 victory. De Minaur has now equalled his personal best seasons, which totals to 47. Both Holger Rune and Grigor Dimitrov reached the Paris Masters quarterfinal with tough victories. Rune struggled against French lucky loser Arthur. However, Danish 13th seed Rune recovered from a set down to win by 3-6, 6-3 and 6-4. And both Holger Rune and Grigor Dimitrov reached the Paris Masters quarterfinals with tough victories on Thursday. Rune struggled against French Arthur, who had replaced Yannick Sinner after the world number 1 pulled out with a virus. However, Danish 13th seed Rune recovered from a set down to win by 3-6, 6-3 and 6-4. Rune next faces Australia's Alex de Minaur, who also managed a come-from-behind victory over Britain's Jack Draper. Meanwhile, Dimitrov survived a nail-biting third-set tie-break against Frenchman Arthur to secure a 6-2, 4-6 and 7-6 victory. The victory keeps Dimitrov's chances for qualifying for the ATP Finals in Turin alive. Up next for the Bulgarian is unseeded Russian Karin Khachanov. Staying on tennis, world number 6 Jessica Pegula has pulled out of the Billie Jean King Cup finals in Spain next month. Ashlyn Kruger will take her place on the American team. The U.S. Tennis Association confirmed this on Friday. The reason for Pegula's withdrawal has not been announced yet. Pegula recently qualified for the WTA finals in Riyadh and last played 3 weeks ago in Wuhan, where she lost in the third round but reached the doubles final. The US team will face Slovakia in the first round of the Billie Jean King Cup finals on the 15th of November, with the winner advancing to play Australia in the quarterfinal round. In swimming, Duncan Scott breaks British record by 2.5 seconds, winning gold in 400-meter freestyle swimming event at World Cup event in Singapore. Scott swam in 3 minutes 34.46 seconds to break the previous record set by James Sky in 2014 and move up to second in the all-time list. The 27-year-old took gold ahead of American Kieran Smith and Pan Zhenli of China. That's all for this edition of DD India Sports Pass, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download it right now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Deepika Mehta, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching Sports Pass, and festive greetings to all people celebrating the festival of Diwali. Namaskar.